Why is it every time that I turn my back, there are these other parasocial groups of people that try to go ahead and make a mess out of everybody? Like, why is that? Look, 8 days ago, I thought everything was doing pretty well. I finally touched grass, and also I visited my grandfather's grave and my dad's grave. Yeah, I thought it was doing pretty well. It was going great. It was the best time of my life so far. I even talked to my cousin more about everything. But then, of course, the nightmare never ends. Man, y'all are fucking delusional. Because, like, every time I turn my back to do something that's actually pretty decent, like, wasting time the right way, go outside, fucking reminisce the past of me and my father before he died. But then it all comes down to this. What the fuck? Okay, at least my Oshi here is actually pretty responsive and sincerely apologetic. This might be the best apology note that I've ever seen from her by far. So, if you're curious as to what the fuck has been going on, um I used to watch Shondo a lot more. She was sort of like an inspiration to me, but not at the same time. I mean, we're obviously we have our different goals and stuff. I'm barely even considered a YouTuber at this point, but what's very very unique about her is that whenever I try to watch her stream, she'll always remind me of a certain someone, kind of like a little sister that I had never, met. But obviously, I literally don't have a little sister because I never had one to begin with. Only a big brother who's the best lawyer, or about to become one at least, which I hope that's the case. But no, 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 hold on. I'm losing track here. What I'm trying to say is that I guess this is a lesson for everybody to to reminisce, to actually go back, look at your mistakes, and try to make things up. I know Shondo and whoever this other VTuber person is, or are they even a VTuber? I don't know. I haven't even seen this guy yet, but I don't know. I'm trying my best to not be related to all of this because VTubers are the greatest comedians that mankind has ever seen. We were supposed to be fun with them. I mean, we're cool, bro. We're cool. But then again, of course, the nightmare always follows. You know what? Man, you guys are still delusional after all this time, okay? I'm just saying, if we keep doing this, then who's gonna say that everyone is gonna be the same? Let's look at the replies. Damn, unlike Bao, you actually did the correct thing. Yeah, bro, oh my god, this is so true, dude. Alright, big W's. Hey, King, you dropped this. Look, you know, what's not so funny about this is that I watched Shondo ever since her mom was still alive. I think this all started because her mom passed away, so I do actually kind of feel for her. It's similar to my situation where once my father passed away, I honestly don't know what to do anymore. I was schizoing all over the place. I don't know. I've literally not been the same since all that bullshit happened on August, or I guess March. Shit, wait, was it March? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was definitely March. Yeah, after all that shenanigans, dude, I have not been the same, bro. Uh, like it's just so. You know, I I gotta stop underestimating these people who actually make better, like who actually apologizes better than some people do, because at the end of the day, all they can all they can do now is just cope. Now, as someone who's a victim of betrayal, who's a victim of grief, I gotta say, things will always change. Because, you know, in case if you're not familiar with anything, I'm just, because, in case if you're not in the loop. I've always been in the loop. And here's a funny fact about me. I I am a certain someone who is, probably chronically online the most. I've been watching VTubers for so long that I kind of developed a what is it? A psychological profile, I think. Yeah, I I think that's what you would call it, right? I've developed a sort of psychological profile for these VTubers. I
I know
know
how
how
he
they talk.
talks.
I
I
know
know how
how
he
they think,
thinks.
and when something fishy is actually going on, I'll know in secret. I won't tell anyone about this. I'll let the fire brew itself, because I know for the moment that some of these people turn on each other, that's when shit hits the fan. Because do you want to know why? Because people love drama, which I also do, and I try my best to not be a part of it. But this is unacceptable. I honestly feel bad for her, and I hope she wishes I wish her the best. That's it. I'm probably also gonna have to take care of myself too, but as you may have known, I don't really care about myself that much, and I might murder someone in broad daylight if I'm not too careful enough. Hopefully that doesn't come to that conclusion because I do have permission to kill someone, and that permission was given granted to me because of Lucifer, because I've already made a deal with him. Okay, I don't know what I'm trying to talk about anymore, but yeah. So from what we have learned so far, um, just take care of yourself, okay? Don't be like them. Don't be like one of these parasocial people. Just be yourself, man. That way, I think we can all agree to something. There we go. All right. So I've been unfollowing her for a bit, but now that I have followed her back, I think things are gonna be better. And okay. So before I end today's video, this is probably unlikely, but if she ever decides to watch this video, just let you know that I'm sorry and I deeply apologize for you seeing this video for some reason, whether be it you're scrolling on YouTube for some reason or it somehow found this in your recommendation page. I apologize for you seeing this. I just don't want anyone to suffer like I've been suffering because of betrayal. And I think you already know what's going on here, bro. We have seen enough betrayals already, alright? There is a certain voice that keeps telling me that everything is gonna be fine. Well, I ain't buying it, but I don't know. So from what we can learn to this, so from what we can learn is don't be a snake. That's all I'm saying. See you in the afterlife.